Neville Goddard writes in his book The Power of Imagination, before we ask, we are answered. So, before you ask for an answer to your panic attack, you already have an answer within you. But you just don't ever seek the answer within. You're always seeking the answer without in this external reality of yours. But your external reality is not even real. It is just a magical lie. It is an illusion. This is the reason why yogis have been calling this physical external reality of ours as Maya. Maya means illusion. This external reality of yours is just a projection from your own subconscious mind. If you have written bad programs in your subconscious mind, your external physical reality will also be bad. If you do not believe me, just close your eyes, sit still for at least 5 to 10 minutes, and you're going to see that your mind is going to keep coming up with mental imagery and feelings which are negative. All of those are subconscious programming that you're just seeing right now because you have finally taken a time to see the content of your own mind. And that mental imagery and feeling projects the external circumstances. All the terrible tragedies that are happening to you in your life right now is because you have never taken your time, taken your energy to rewrite the program that are present in the subconscious mind. You need to write new programs in your subconscious mind because you have received this programming when you were a child. It's all societal propaganda. Society has written a program for you and you have just ran that program unconsciously. This is the reason why you suffer, because when a child is born and up until the age of 7 years old, he is producing theta waves in his brain. When his brain is producing theta waves, his whole being is very hypnotizable, very suggestible to all the information. So a child sees the behavior of his parents, of his societal members. He learns belief system from them. He learns all sorts of thinking pattern and emotional pattern. And then he grows up to be a man just like his societal member. So it's not any surprise that a person suffers from anxiety, panic attacks when he is an adult, because everybody grows up in a sick society. So it doesn't matter if you have built some amount of wealth, if you have built some reputation in your career, everybody can be susceptible to anxiety and panic attack because every child is programmed by society. You need to deprogram yourself from this sick society. And the first step of deprogramming yourself from this sick society is knowing that the answer is within. All sorts of answer to your problem is within. Because what you have to realize is that you are a manifestation of divine. You are a manifestation of that source energy, of that cosmic consciousness, of that unconditioned awareness. And that unconditioned awareness or that divinity or that God has all the infinite wisdom, all the infinite possibility of experiences, all the infinite answer to all sorts of problems. If you are a manifestation of divine, you can just look within and find the solution for all of your problems in your life. So please learn to look within and you will find the answer to your panic attack. The reason why I am telling you this is because if you look at a very popular research paper written by some quantum physicist in a very reputed science journal, you can find this line: the universe is spiritual and mental. Live and enjoy. The notion that this universe is material and physical has already been falsified. There is only one thing in this entire existence, and that is spirit or cosmic consciousness or source energy or the divine. And you can communicate with that divine, you can communicate with that source energy by writing new programs in your subconscious mind. When you write new programs in your subconscious mind, those programs communicate with that spirit, and spirit being unconditionally loving towards you, it will give you everything that you desire. So learn how to reprogram your subconscious mind. And in order to reprogram your subconscious mind, you also need to decondition another belief that the society has programmed you to think. The society, especially if I listen to all of these alpha male people and this red pill industry and people in the manosphere space, what they commonly say is feeling is for losers. Emotion is only for females. Emotion is only for weak people. Emotion is only for stupid people. You should be very objective in your life. You should always live your life in a very logical manner. You should always be an empiricist. That's what they commonly preach. But we now know that when a person holds a lot of rays inside his body, he is causing a lot of inflammation and disease in his body. And these red pillars are filled with red pill rays. So they are doing a great disservice. Do not underestimate emotion, please, guys. In fact, there is a system, there is a path in yoga, which is known as devotional yoga or bhakti yoga, which relies on emotion in order to gain the highest state of consciousness, that is enlightenment. Now, I'm not here to teach about enlightenment. I'm just here to teach about the solution to your panic attack. And that solution is within. I'm just here to reaffirm this truth to you. And the way to look within is through Yoga Nidra. I have a link in the description box down below on how to do Yoga Nidra, so check that out. What happens is in Yoga Nidra, you're rotating your awareness all over your body until you achieve a state of relaxation. And when you do Yoga Nidra properly, your brain will be able to produce slow, coherent alpha waves and theta waves. Alpha waves helps your brain to visualize things very easily. And when your brain is producing theta waves, the door between the conscious mind, which does the visualizing, and subconscious mind is wide open. Now, all of the visualization, all of the mental imagery will go right into the subconscious mind. That is one component of the programming done right. The other component of the programming is combining all of this mental imagery with feelings of gratitude, of empowerment, of joy. So, after you do Yoga Nidra, what you're going to do is now you start to imagine all of the wonderful things happening to you. Imagine that you're now living a life free from panic attacks. What are the things that you're going to see in your world now that you're free? What are the things that you're going to hear, smell, taste, feel? What are the things that you're going to do now that you're free from panic attacks? When you involve all this sensory vividness to your imaginal act, your brain starts to lose its distinguishing ability between what an imagined act is and what a experience that you have in this three-dimensional reality is. Now, your brain will start to create neural networks which reflect like all these wonderful experiences are actually happening to you in real time. For example, you might imagine that your friends and family are asking you questions. John, how did you become so relaxed and so peaceful this fast? Please tell us our secrets. Please tell us your secret. Now, if you just imagine all of these wonderful things happening to you and you just mentally rehearse them over and over again, the neural network become hard, set, and permanent, and it is going to send a rush of chemicals down your body. These chemicals are going to create feelings in your body because feelings are the language of the body. Mental imagery are the language of the brain and feelings are the language of the body. Now you combine the mental imagery with these elevated emotions of joy, gratitude, and empowerment, and you're writing a new program in the subconscious mind. So it's entirely possible, it's absolutely possible to feel all of these elevated emotions despite your external circumstances are bad. Because if you learn how to use your imagination, how to use your awareness wisely, then you can just create this imaginal act which signifies the fulfillment of your desire and provide all the sensory vividness to that imaginal act, mentally rehearse it over and over and over again, and you're going to feel all of the wonderful emotions. Now you just have written a new positive program in your subconscious mind. And I've already told you, subconscious mind relays that program to the cosmic consciousness, to God, to divinity, to this unified field of infinite possibilities and wisdom. And this source energy receives that message, and now it must give that back to you. Whatever you have imagined must happen to you. You'll just move across one event after another, and suddenly all of your imaginal act will come true, and you'll just scratch your head. It is that simple to live an amazing life. Where was this secret during my childhood? Nobody teaches you this secret because it has been hidden in all the esoteric dimension of all sorts of religion. If you study organized religion, you're not going to find these kinds of information. But if you're tuning into the esoteric aspect of every sort of religion, especially in Hinduism and even in Christianity, because I have learned a lot from people like Neville Goddard, you can find all of these things, all of these wonderful secrets of life. So please heal your panic attacks this way. If you learn how to relax properly through Yoga Nidra, visualize properly, and embrace the emotion of your desired visualization, then you can absolutely get anything that you want in your life. Now, if you want one-to-one online personalized coaching, then message me on my Gmail or my WhatsApp, which are linked in the description box down below and also in the pinned comment section down below. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.